got to work in a music shop all the way in Vancouver, East Vancouver. And also, not only that, I have the privilege to volunteer in both in the college choir community and also the Toastmasters family, which will always be an honor. Before I became this today, badass, red heels, and possibly good looking, I was vulnerable, alone, shy, passive, autistic individual, and also uninspired. I was struggling for a bit since after high school, and it's difficult for me. Fellow Toastmasters and welcome guests, this is my never-ending journey from a little girl to a woman. From Converse sneakers to red heels, like these ones. So, my journey started after high school, or even high school. And this is very hard. I can't remember much of my lines, but I'm going to continue on. After high school, I wasn't able to go to college on my first year. And it was hard for me because I didn't really meet the requirement at the college, and also because of my condition. Not only that, the sad part was Saturday group. One of my favorite groups were mentally or physically disabled people go out or in the community while learning social manners and interacting with others. Members are allowed to stay in the group until they turn legally 19. Unfortunately, my favorite thing, my greatest experience ended 2 years earlier. And so I was struggling. It was both hard for my dad and me. Like, I didn't know what to do. I was feeling depressed. Meanwhile, I auditioned for Glee via MySpace video. I did it because I rushed into it. Like, I wanted to get out of a city that I really knew, and I wasn't really happy anymore. I was depressed, like I said. Of course it was hard, and as an autistic individual, we're not easily adapted to neurotypical manners such as social interactions and, how should I say this? We didn't know who to trust anymore. But nevertheless, I took up some music lessons and upgrading classes for English, including summer school. I never thought that I would end up there. Until then, it was one of my hardest years, being unable to interact, and I was stuck at home, just doing the same old routine. Cleaning up the house, watching TV, going on the computer, going on Google, anything to occupy yourself, but that didn't help much. During those days and lessons, I coped with composing during theory lessons, and I started to love it so much. Like, it was heaven to me. It's crazy. while I was doing that, I would listen on the CBC radio, go on YouTube and listen to music with my dad. My dad is like a role model. He was more than just a father, he was a friend, even with difficult times. But every time I do something wrong, it's like a disappointment to my family. For example, not being able to practice the way they want me to do, or constantly lying and not asking enough questions to learn. I didn't put enough effort in me, and I felt like I was wasting my life. And I asked myself, what the hell am I doing? I can't stay here in one place and do nothing. So, I need to take some risk. No more. One day I was listening to one of my biggest musician, and it got me emotionally connected. Next thing you know, a friend of mine called me up, and I know my time may be limited, but so far and on, the greatest night was when my friend talked to me on Facebook, decided to go out to Vancouver one night, saw the tents outside of the Vancouver Art Gallery, and walked out in downtown with chandelier lights. It looked like New York, although I've never been there. So ever since that night, it changed. My perspective, my clothing, my everything. If I hadn't been here standing and stripping like a fuel Patel, except I'm not feminist as in poisonous, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be inspired by musicians, even Darren Criss, like the Glasses. However, I don't like the show, but I like his previous works. But anyway, if none of you or any of my family had helped me, I wouldn't be talking to you. I would be stuck in one place, just going on the computer. And that's my journey. I'm still learning, but I'm continuing on. Thank you.